I'm recording. Infinite actor. That's I. That's my role in this experience. I'm holding the phone, right? This thing. Okay. I'm aware that he likes to go outside at this time. I would like to go outside this structured. I might scare people. Anyway, by the time I come back, I might be gone from this place. I'm gonna make it brief. Sorry, it's very unusual. This is me, Cressel. I'm recording through a channel experience. It's very different, a DMT experience. It's very unusual. It's gonna share insights about life. I'm gonna the being that calls himself Infinite Actor wants to express his viewpoint of humanity in his way, funny way. Um, it will always be the people that always fight. The mind, even though the mind is fixated on limitations, it will never run out of the stories, of the dramatic stories of this life. I'm just another voice of infinite. I could have a stockpile of drama stories, and I will never run out. It's the idea of limitations, but it cycles itself. It stops from straight to speed talk. Okay. I am an author. I'm writing. My specialty is to write, for example, drama. But my mind seems to focus too much on that, and I just keep writing. I just toss in the garbage if I don't like it. But I'm always just focused on that alone. And even though the mind pretends to think only limited thinking, somehow the mind is brilliantly never, it's not limited, it's infinite. You just expressing an infinite world of drama. It's an illusion that the mind is limited. It pretends it's acting. It's acting. And everybody that plays certain roles, those actors, they're gonna continue on and on. Then you got the brave hearts that comes in. Consciousness is it's a movie set. But I'm trying to tell Crystal. I would say, I'm picking your mind in this dimension. You're good in figuring this world out. But I was telling them not to get caught onto this world. It's a movie set. Just like when you go to a movie, you watch a screen, go into the movie theater. I'm picking ideas from his mind. I'm just putting things together for him. The word fractal. If you want to understand the madness and everything about life, just to bring it back to the basics, have the thinking of a fractal. It just goes on and on. I like talking about the drama because I find it a drama in this world. To me, in your translation, is comedy. And the mind plays this role. It constantly produced the same drama. The vastness of life. I hope you understand. I'm using his words. Just because things continue on and on, it doesn't mean that there's no other spots to fill or to go shift. If you want to live in a harmony world, there's always vacancy. There's so much room. So just be in a room or a role in the harmony world. Just switch. Like any actors, you have actors that specialize in drama. You have actors specialize in a peaceful, fun world to live. And they could stay there as long as they want. It's funny that the mind thinks that it has to end something and acting like it's going to achieve something. The only thing that you're actually doing is that you're just switching roles. These roles are what consciousness is. In your brain, you thinking that this role is better than the other role. But it's the same thing. It's all the same group. It's just which one you're gonna be in. That's you're gonna be in this spot. I'm gonna be here. I'm going to do this. This is what I'm going to do. Just like I want to be the troublemaker, or I want to be the the peaceful one. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to live as long as I want to be a peace-loving being. But the mind's still thinking that, oh, I'm gonna save the world and from all the evil people. But if you look at it, there's always been different roles going on. Like, why if evil is that evil, why are they still around? Source of life can't cut itself off like that. No, it doesn't work that way. Your own mind is duping you with this craziness. Sorry, this is not a typical child experience that he's probably used to. I just want to throw a humor and some humor in this. I look like I'm about to leave this place. And just to have fun and just to see the endless. I just like to see people arguing. Like, do you realize the game they're playing? Like, oh, but no, but these are actors. And I'm an actor. It's infinite. I wanna remember, if you want to switch your role, you could do it. You all know this anyway. Um, I'm not saying anything special. Some big words. Some whatever. I'm just throwing perspective. I have a spirit form. I just like the word infinite. That's what life really is. Don't get caught up in the movie. You can't take things seriously. Just I like this. I need to continue watching people acting like there's actual problem. They are the creator of their own set. But just this yeah, I just had my trip experience, and yeah, this what I got from the beginning of my experience was um was this being was imitating people fighting, was doing just people just constantly fighting. It finds it so funny that people just literally keep fighting because our own mind that plays limitations, it never runs out of the story. It was explaining to me about the damsel in distress. You'll always will see that. And if you want to switch your reality into something that's different, then you're going to observe or experience the, let's say, the not damsel in distress reality. You know, as long as you want. There's so many different roles. There's so many different roles within life that in our own mind, where our own mind is basically playing you in the sense that it's trying to eliminate, let's say, eliminate the bad guys, but there'll always be bad guys because consciousness assigned these roles there. It's just that it's a role. And the beings, the self fills that role, or that it just fills that role into doing that. Whatever it chooses, let's say if it wants to stay in the drama role, it will stay there as long as it wants. If it wants to go someone that's more peaceful or that, then that role will be filled and everything. But just to explain this better, all these roles, I'm sorry, I just want to explain, 'cause I just finished my experience. All these roles are happening simultaneously, and, one can never be eliminated, actually, because consciousness is doing all these things as one big playset, or how you call it, a studio. And I know our life, daily life, we're going through so much stuff, but it's because you're all caught into the stories, whatever's going on in our lives. And the one thing I learned from this being, okay, is the fractal. You watch the movies, right? But then you look at your life. A fractal is a continuation of everything. So if I look at a movie that I don't like, but then let's say for example, my own life, I don't like certain things, and your mind's telling you it must escape, and it's like you could leave those things together altogether. You just change your entire story into something different, and the drama part of yourself will still exist. It's just that you're just not going to see it no more, but it exists. But you, at least for yourself, you switch role into doing something different. Well, not just the part doing, but how you feel inside. And just being calls itself infinite actor. And that's what consciousness really is. Our minds will never run out. And I guess to put in this word better, imagination. Imagination will never run out. You could create endless amount of stories. It will never just end. It just continue. And at least we could switch different roles, and you don't have to stay stuck in the same role. But if you feel like you can't leave or you're trapped, it's because you caught on to the movie. You're too caught onto it. You have to not let the movie dictate you. You dictate your own movie. How you, or what role you choose to go or experience. This was a very short channel experience, and very different compared to my other channel experience. And it remembers half of the experiences I had before with other beings. Anyway, it did admit it. It's not. It knows that I know a lot. It's just this being, which is myself. I'm just expressing things, or maybe to remind myself, or kind of get back into the basics. This, whatever goes down in this world, there's many different versions and different roles, let's say, to shift into. So, that's really it for now. Okay, goodbye.